This is the thing people don't understand about XRP specifically. And then people will say, well, for XRP to get to $50 or $40, it would have to get to near $2.5 trillion market cap. And then this is where those people make the biggest mistake. They say XRP right now is at 100. In order for it to get to 2 trillion, roughly 1.4 trillion has to come into the market. That's completely, utterly untrue. Only about 20 or 30 billion would have to come into XRP in a short amount of time to get into that $2.5 trillion market cap. A lot of haters of XRP do not understand how market cap and inflow are completely different. And now Bitcoin is at 2 trillion roughly, and it goes to 4 trillion. 2 trillion don't have to come into the market for that to happen. That's not how it works. Just, I give an example. This is how thin liquidity works. Now, crypto is more susceptible to thin liquidity than any other asset in the world. Is that in a mature market, a lot of money has to come into that market to change that price. A lot more money. Now, in an immature market, crypto is only 15 years old compared to the stock market. Something like crypto, right? So a little bit of money comes in, but it changes the market cap significantly. I'll give you an example. Now, and I'm going to exaggerate here. I know this is not exactly how it works, but this is roughly how it works. Of course, it doesn't work exactly like this, but it does roughly. In this situation, you got a house, you got a neighborhood, 100 houses. Each house is worth roughly 500,000. That gives us a market cap of the entire neighborhood of 50 million. Now, I come into that house and I say, man, I really want one of these houses. Nobody's selling. To one of the houses I like, say, I'll buy your house. And he says, no, I'm not selling. Well, I give you 600, not selling. 700, not selling. 800, not selling. Well, I give you $1 million for this house right now. He all take it, sells the house, and the transaction goes through. All those houses go up in value, all of them, instantly, because that's how houses work on comps. That's how the market works on comps. The market is the last price the asset sold at multiplied by the supply. That neighborhood is the last price that house sold at multiplied by the last price a similar house sold at multiplied by supply. So now let's just say in exaggerated form that now all the houses appear to be worth $1 million. So that entire neighborhood is now worth $100 million. The million didn't flow into the neighborhood. Only 500,000 flew into the neighborhood. That 500,000, which is a thin liquidity example, pushed because that last sell of the house was $1 million. So all the houses that existed before that didn't even get bought or sold have went up in value. That's why market cap is not equal to inflow. Because if people really want XRP over a short amount of time and they keep pushing that price up, the price will rise with a little bit of money. That's how it works.